She risked everything for such a time as this, the story of Esther. There was a young woman, orphaned, raised by her cousin, living in a land not her own. Her name was Esther. She never asked to be queen. She never sought the spotlight. But God had a plan. When the Persian king sought a new queen, Esther, this quiet, obedient girl, was taken from her home and placed in the palace. She could have hidden her faith. She could have lived comfortably. She could have remained silent. But God had other plans. A dark plot was unfolding. Haman, a powerful official, had set in motion a decree to destroy the Jews, Esther's people. And only one voice stood between death and deliverance. Yours, Esther. Your voice, she was afraid. Rightfully so. For in that time, to approach the king without being summoned could mean death. She hadn't seen him in 30 days. He could reject her. He could have her killed. But her cousin Mordecai sent word. Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? So Esther did the only thing she could. She fasted. She prayed. She asked her people to do the same. Not for beauty, not for favor, but for courage, and then she stepped into the unknown. The king saw her, and in that moment, he extended the golden scepter. Her life was spared. Her courage had opened a door. But the work was not done. Esther didn't stop at survival. She used her voice. She stood in the gap. And God used her obedience to turn the tide. The decree was reversed. Her people were saved. What was meant for evil, God used for good. Esther was never just a queen. She was a deliverer, a woman of purpose, a vessel for God's timing. She didn't have all the answers, but she had faith, and that was enough. What about you? You may not wear a crown. You may feel unqualified, overlooked, or afraid, but you are not forgotten. You were placed where you are for a reason. Your voice matters, your faith matters, and maybe, just maybe, you were born for such a time as this. If you're facing something bigger than you, pause, pray, and step forward with faith, because when God calls you, He equips you. If this story stirred your heart, don't scroll past. Leave a comment saying, "I will rise like Esther." Share this with someone who needs courage today, and subscribe for more stories of faith, hope, and the God who still moves behind the scenes.